When you're designing a commercial or multifamily building, one of the first things you'll need to consider is how you're going to comply with energy code. Energy code compliance isn't just a one-size-fits-all, especially if your building becomes larger and more complex. Most teams are familiar with the prescriptive pathway, but that's not the only way you can meet energy code requirements. Choosing a path underneath the 2021 and 2024 International Energy Conservation Code can have a meaningful impact on both design and cost. Now, let's break down the differences between the prescriptive and performance pathways.
The prescriptive path is essentially a set list of requirements for each of your building's components. If everything in this list meets the standards, the project complies. Versus the performance path uses an energy model to compare your design, aka the proposed design, to a baseline design, which is code. If the building performs as well as or better than the baseline, it passes. If you're familiar with the prescriptive path, you'll know that you can use the ComCheck software, and while it's simple to follow, you're very limited with the trade-offs within envelope. Additionally, energy recovery ventilators are required. Compared to the performance path, energy modeling is used to help optimize design elements for your project. Trade-offs between systems are allowed here, and one of the main things is that energy recovery ventilators can often be avoided. If your building is more complex or more cost-sensitive, it may be best to go with the performance path. For example, an energy model might show that investing in a better building envelope or lighting system can reduce the need for higher efficiency HVAC equipment, potentially saving thousands of dollars. It can also help teams avoid spending money on upgrades that don't provide much benefit. Let's take a look at a comparison of multifamily projects. Even with a small 6-unit building, the performance pathway can provide noticeable savings compared to the prescriptive approach, as seen on the left here. And as projects get larger, the value of energy modeling continues to increase. By the time you reach a 100-unit building, the difference in cost savings can be substantial. Choosing a performance path with energy modeling can save hundreds of thousands of dollars in cost. Here are some key takeaways. For the prescriptive path, the pros are that it's simple to understand and it may be easier for some smaller projects. However, the cons are that it's rigid, as it's a set list of requirements, and it requires ERVs, which can be expensive, and it doesn't scale well for multifamily projects. The performance pathway, on the other hand, the pros are that it's flexible in design, we can do trade-offs with certain HVAC systems, we optimize cost, and we avoid ERVs. The cons are that it requires coordination early in the design process.
Here at ReVireo, we help teams explore compliance pathways early in their project so that they can optimize costs, reduce risk, and streamline energy code compliance. If you're starting a commercial or multifamily project soon, feel free to reach out to us, as ReVireo can help guide your code compliance strategy.